I went for tyres. And I was thinking, if it wasn't for that, I'd be upside down in the ditch, petrol pissing all over my brand new anti-roll bar. What use would it have been? This was when I appreciated Michelin PS2 tyres. This is why, to this day, I still buy Michelins. I swear by them because they literally saved my life. Literally saved my life. Right? I'm not those guys who say literally wrong. They saved my life. So, I've had all these different tyres. You know, you get Dunlops, you get Goodyears, you get Bridgestones, you get all that, right? But I was like, okay, I'm gonna try out Michelins. At the time, they were PS2s. Of course, you get PS4s now. I've got them on my car now. But at the time, it was PS2s. So I had them, country road, going crazy on the road, as usual, right? As you do. Twisty, turny, bendy, car sticking to the road. Amazing, right? Then I realized, being a country road, you get sharp turns, like 90-degree angle turns. Turns that you will not be able to handle at 90 miles an hour. But because my car was set up for that, it had the Waytec coilovers, it had the Brembo brakes, it had all that stuff which helped. But what kept me on the road were my PS2 tyres. I had one passenger only. It was one of my friends from university. We were going through. I was like, oh shit. I literally said, oh shit. He said, oh shit. And now the handbrake is not good on those cars. That doesn't do jack shit, right? So you can't do anything with that. So I said, right. In my mind, it was a split-second decision. I'm either going to try to stop and go into the ditch, or I'm going to take this 90-degree turn. And because it's like a country road, this car can be coming up towards me. So I had to get on the outside lane, take that risk, and cut across, and hopefully not skid off the road, or just accept my loss and hit a ditch. My car was freshly painted, I'm not doing that, right? So I took the risk. I got into the outside lane, slammed my brakes on, turned full lock, my whole car turned sideways, and I was like skidding a little bit, but the tyres stuck to the ground. They were warm, which was nice, so they were good summer tyres, stuck to the ground, and they went, and I kept going straight. I made it, and I looked at the speed, I was still doing like 50, 60 miles an hour on this turn. This was like from 90 straight to that, and obviously I had to slow down as well. And that's when I said, any other tyre, any weaker, less than perfect tyre, I'd be gone. So even for like daily driving, I've always had best tyres. They're the only thing that connect you to the road. You can have the best suspension set up, you can have all the amazing skills in your mind, you can have everything you need to be able to take a corner, but at the end of the day, it's your tyres that are going to connect you to the road. And that was so much more apparent because at that time, I was deciding on an anti-roll bar or tyres, because it was going to cost me a similar amount. I went for tyres, and I was thinking, if it wasn't for that, I'd be upside down in the ditch, petrol pissing all over my brand new anti-roll bar. What use would it have been? Talking about my Camaro, because it's the racetrack model, it's already got everything I was going to put on it anyway. It's got the strut braces, it's got the anti-roll bars, it's got the NPP exhaust, which is the performance exhaust that comes from Chevy, so I didn't change any of that. Also, being in this country, it's very hard to modify a car and get away with it. As that is a car that I drive every day on the streets, I don't want to draw too much attention. So I'll talk about the mods that I've got, and the mods that I would have done, and the mods that I'm not going to do because I'm waiting for my next car. So at the moment, I've just done pretty much stage 2 mods. So I've kept the exhaust the same. I've done the fuse pull thing, so I've got the full exhaust chatter. I've got the induction kit in there, which is the air filter. I spent ages trying to find the best air filter. I had to get the right one. So I did research on all the different types that you get. You get the cone air filters, you get the box air filters, you get the mushroom filters. Eventually, I settled on one, and so I imported it from America. So I've got that sitting in the car right now. And what I've done is, on top of that, this custom tune, and that's it. I've got the iridiums, I've got the spark plugs changed, and not much else. So it's a modest 480 brake right now. 475 I think I got. So 75, those 2 runs he did, 180, 480, 475, so I'm going to go with the lower number, 475. And I think that's fine for what I need it for. It's obviously not amazing because you get supercharger and you can add on hundreds more. For my daily driving, it's perfect. It does exactly what I need. What I want to do that I can't do, which I would have done easily, first thing, headers. I'm not going to deal with that, but headers. I would have done change the cat as well, maybe a racing cat, just so it passes at least. Headers, cat, and a cam. I would have went for a big cam, for sure. I can still do it if I want, but at this stage in my life with the car, I've had it for 6 years now. I've decided I'm not going to do it here. I'll do it for my next car, whatever that may be. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to get like a little switch to turn the volume off and stuff. So I'm going to go all out with that one. But for this, I'm at near the end of the life cycle. I've had my fun with it. I'm going to save it for the next car. So that's what I would have got if it wasn't so difficult in this country to modify cars. Electric cars can be just for people who don't care about cars, or people who just need it for work, A to B. As long as I can have that, fine. If I'm forced to have it, as long as I can have a fun car at the side and kill the environment, great. But nowadays, these new cars are coming out hybrids. You know, you've got the petrol and you've got the electric, and they're fast. New Teslas are coming out and they're fast. So if you still want the speed, the electric cars might end up having to be the way forward without a choice. If I had a choice, you know, petrol's running through our veins. We have to have a nice petrol car. So it's a tough transition, but I guess I can embrace the change. As long as I still get to keep whatever that makes me a petrolhead, and I get to keep it, and the community is still there, the car community is still there, why not? Let's see what the future brings us. Poster car as a kid, two, the Ferrari F40, and the C5 Corvette. You know what I mean? Nobody can tell you no. So, you know, if you can think it, you can be it. Just do it, you know what I mean? Whatever it might be, whether it's cars or not cars, chase your dreams, you know what I mean? There's a quote that I like, I can't remember exactly how it goes, I'm not paraphrasing here. It's like, work hard until your idols become your rivals. That's what I like to be. That's what I want everyone else to be as well.